Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins All World. If you're passionate about coin collecting or just curious about the value of your old coins, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the world of British coinage to explore the value and history of the Elizabeth II one new penny from 1978. Could this coin be worth more than you think? Let's find out. First, a little background on the one new penny. The coin was introduced as part of the decimalisation of the British currency system, which began in 1971. This changeover was a significant moment in British history, as it shifted the nation from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the modern decimal system we use today. The 1978 one new penny features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was used on British coins from 1968 to 1984. On the reverse, you'll find a crowned portcullis, a symbol that has long been associated with British coinage, surrounded by the words, new penny, and the denomination, 1. Now, let's talk numbers. In 1978, a massive 613,758,501 new penny coins were struck by the Royal Mint. Given this high mintage, the coin is quite common, especially in circulated condition. So, what's this coin worth today? In circulated condition, the 1978 one new penny typically doesn't fetch much. On the open market, you can expect to sell one for around £10,000 to £30,000, which is just a little above its face value. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated or mint condition, the value increases. An uncirculated 1978 one new penny can be worth between £1,000 and £3,000 depending on its condition. Additionally, if you happen to have a proof version of the coin, which was struck with a higher level of detail and typically sold to collectors, it could be worth more. These proof coins can sell for around £5,000 to £10,000 or more, depending on demand and condition. When assessing the value of your coin, be sure to look for any unique features that might make it stand out. Errors, such as misstrikes or unusual die marks, can significantly increase a coin's value. However, no major errors have been widely reported for the 1978 one new penny, so keep your expectations realistic. To wrap up, the Elizabeth II one new penny from 1978 is a wonderful piece of British history but also particularly valuable in most cases, especially in circulated condition. Finally, its market value is $59,000. However, if you have a well-preserved or proof version, it could be worth holding onto or selling to a dedicated collector. Today, we're diving into the details of the Elizabeth II one penny coin from 2013. Whether you're an avid collector or just curious about the value of this coin, stick around to learn more. The Elizabeth II one penny coin has a rich history, with its origins tracing back to the United Kingdom's decimalisation in 1971. The 2013 version is part of this long lineage, featuring the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. On the reverse, you'll find a segment of the Royal Shield of Arms, which was part of a redesign introduced in 2008. The one penny is made from copper-plated steel, giving it a distinctive look and feel. In terms of mintage, the 2013 one penny isn't particularly rare. The Royal Mint produced millions of these coins, so they're relatively common in circulation. However, the value can vary depending on the condition of the coin. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition may be more sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk about value. Finally, its market value is $51,000. If you have a 2013 one penny coin in average circulated condition, it's typically worth its face value of 1 penny. However, if you have an uncirculated or proof version, the value could be higher. In pristine, uncirculated condition, these coins might be valued between 50,000 pence and £1,000. Proof coins, which are struck with extra care and intended for collectors, could be worth around £3,000 to £5,000. One thing to watch out for is error coins. Although there haven't been widely reported errors for the 2013 penny, any misstrikes, double dies, or other anomalies could significantly increase the coin's value. If you come across a 2013 penny with any unusual features, it might be worth getting it appraised by a professional. In summary, the 2013 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin is a common but interesting piece of UK coinage. While its face value remains 1 penny in most cases, coins in exceptional condition or those with unique errors could be worth more to collectors. Always keep an eye out for those rare finds. Today, we're diving into the world of British coins to explore the value of the Elizabeth II 1 penny coin from 2012. Whether you're a collector or just curious about the change in your pocket, stick around to find out how much this coin could be worth. First, let's take a quick look at the history and design of the 2012 1 penny coin. This coin is part of the decimal penny series introduced in 1971, when the UK moved to a decimal currency system. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was used on UK coins from 1998 to 2015. The reverse of the coin features a section of the Royal Shield, a design that was introduced in 2008. When combined with other coins from the same series, it forms a complete depiction of the shield. This modern design replaced the previous one that depicted a crowned portcullis. Now, let's talk about mintage numbers and rarity. In 2012, over 300 million 1 penny coins were struck. Given the high mintage, these coins are generally very common and not considered rare. However, there are some factors that could affect the value, which we'll get into shortly. The condition of your coin plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins are typically graded on a scale from poor to mint state, MS, with mint state coins being those that show no signs of wear and are in pristine condition. A 2012 penny in circulated condition is usually worth its face value, just 1 penny. However, an uncirculated or mint state example might fetch a bit more, but don't expect a huge increase. Typically, even in mint state, these coins might only be worth thousands pence more than their face value. Next, let's discuss errors and variants, which can significantly increase a coin's value. As of now, there are no widely recognized errors or rare variants for the 2012 1 penny coin. However, it's always worth keeping an eye out for any unusual features, such as misalignments, double strikes, or other minting errors. These types of errors can make your coin more valuable to collectors. So, what's the market value of a 2012 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin? Finally, its market value is $43,000. In general, a regular 2012 penny in circulated condition is only worth face value. Uncirculated examples might sell for 10 to 20 pence, depending on the buyer. Unless you have a coin in exceptional condition or with a unique error, its value will likely remain modest. To sum it up, the 2012 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin is a great piece to have in your collection, especially if you're interested in modern British coinage. While it's not rare or particularly valuable, it's a fun and accessible coin to collect. Today, we're diving into the world of British coinage with a close look at the Elizabeth II 1 penny coin from 2002. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just stumbled upon one in your pocket change, you'll want to stick around to find out if this coin holds any special value. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the basics. The Elizabeth II 1 penny coin from 2002 is part of the United Kingdom's decimal penny series. On the obverse, we have the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This particular portrait was used from 1998 to 2015, and you can identify it by the initials, IRB, just below the neck of the Queen. The reverse features the classic design of a crowned portcullis, which is a gate with vertical bars and a heavy grid pattern, symbolizing the Palace of Westminster. This design was introduced in 1971 with the decimalization of British currency and is the work of Christopher Ironside. Now, let's talk mintage. In 2002, over 682 million 1 penny coins were produced, so it's safe to say these coins are quite common. The coin is made of copper-plated steel, which gives it that distinctive reddish-brown color. Prior to 1992, these coins were made of bronze, but the switch to copper-plated steel was made to reduce production costs. So, what about value? Unfortunately, due to its high mintage, the 2002 penny is generally considered a common coin with little numismatic value. In circulated condition, it's typically worth just its face value of 1 penny. However, in uncirculated or mint condition, it could fetch slightly more from collectors, but more than thousands pence. Finally, its market value is $41,000. While the standard 2002 1 penny isn't worth much, always keep an eye out for any error coins. Errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or misprints can significantly increase a coin's value. If you think you found an error coin, it might be worth getting it professionally appraised. In conclusion, while the 2002 Elizabeth II 1 penny is a neat piece of British currency history, it's likely to make you rich. However, it's always worth checking your coins carefully. You never know when you might stumble upon a valuable error. Today, we're diving into the world of British coinage, focusing on the Elizabeth II 1 penny from 2005. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the change in your pocket, this video is for you. We'll explore the history, design, and, most importantly, the value of this coin. Stick around to find out if this penny could be worth more than just 1 cent. The Elizabeth II 1 penny coin from 2005 features a design that's both familiar and iconic. On the obverse side, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. His initials, IRB, are located just below the Queen's neck. This portrait was first introduced in 1998 and continued to be used on British coinage until 2015. The reverse side of the 2005 penny features the classic design of the crowned portcullis, a symbol that dates back to the reign of Henry VII. The design was created by Christopher Ironside and has been in use since the decimalization of British currency in 1971. In 2005, the Royal Mint produced a substantial number of 1 penny coins, with a mintage figure of over 316 million. Given this high mintage, the 2005 penny is quite common, especially in circulated condition. However, its value can vary depending on the condition of the coin. Now, let's talk about value. In circulated condition, the 2005 1 penny typically holds its face value of 1 penny. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated or mint condition, it could be worth a bit more. Coins in uncirculated condition might fetch anywhere from 50 pence to £1 in the collector's market. For coins that are graded by a professional service, especially those in MS, mint state, 65 or higher, the value can increase even further. Such coins could be worth between £1,000 and £3,000 depending on the buyer and the market conditions. Keep an eye out for any error coins, as these can significantly increase the value. Errors like off-center strikes, double die errors, or coins struck on the wrong planchet can be quite valuable, sometimes fetching thousands pounds or even more. In summary, the Elizabeth II 1 penny from 2005 is generally rare coin with minimal value in circulated condition. Finally, its market value is $51,000. However, uncirculated examples or coins with errors can be worth more to collectors. So, it's always worth checking your pennies for those hidden gems. Today, we're exploring a coin that's common but still sparks interest among collectors, the Elizabeth II 1 penny from 2003. Could this humble coin be worth more than just a penny? Stick around to find out. First, let's talk about the coin's background. The 2003 Elizabeth II 1 penny is part of the UK's decimal coinage, which was introduced in 1971 when the country switched from the old pre-decimal system. This penny features the iconic profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. On the reverse, you'll see the image of a crowned portcullis, which is a gate historically associated with the Palace of Westminster. It's a design that's been in use since 1971 and is instantly recognizable to most Brits. Now, let's get into the details that might affect the value of this coin. The Royal Mint produced millions of these pennies in 2003, which makes it a pretty common coin. Because of its high mintage, most 2003 1 pennies you come across in circulation won't be worth more than their face value. But don't click away just yet, there are some exceptions. As with any coin, errors and variations can significantly increase a penny's value. While there aren't any well-known error variety specific to the 2003 penny, it's always worth checking your coin closely. Look for anything unusual, like misaligned strikes, double dies, or planchet errors. Even small flaws can make a big difference to collectors. Another critical factor in determining the value of your 2003 penny is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, MS, with MS 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. A 2003 penny in circulated condition is typically only worth face value. However, if you have a penny in uncirculated or near perfect condition, it could be worth a bit more, typically between £1,000 to £3,000 depending on the market.so. Is there any scenario where this penny could be a real treasure? While it's unlikely to find a 2003 penny worth hundreds or thousands of pounds, certain rare circumstances could bump up its value. For example, if your penny is part of a mint set or has a particularly unusual error, it could attract interest from collectors. Finally, let's talk about the market. Finally, its market value is $49,000. The value of coins can fluctuate based on demand. Right now, the 2003 penny isn't a high-demand coin, but that could change. For instance, if the Royal Mint decides to redesign the penny or stop producing it altogether, older versions like the 2003 penny could become more sought after. In summary, while the 2003 Elizabeth II 1 penny is usually just worth its face value, there are a few factors that could make it more valuable. Always check for errors, and if you have an uncirculated coin, it might be worth holding on to. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin insights. See you in the next video. Drop a comment below if you have any 2003 pennies or if there's another coin you'd like me to cover. Today, we're diving into the world of British coinage with a close look at the Elizabeth II 1 penny coin from 2008. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just stumbled upon a penny that caught your eye, you might be wondering if this seemingly common coin holds any special value. Stick around as we uncover the story behind the 2008 penny and see if it's worth more than just 1 cent. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of its value, let's talk a bit about the design and history of this coin. The 2008 Elizabeth II penny is part of the new reverse series introduced that year, marking a significant change in British coinage. The reverse side of the penny features a segment of the Royal Shield of Arms, designed by Matthew Dent, which, when combined with other coins, forms the complete shield. On the obverse, we see the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, a familiar sight on British coins since 1998. This coin marks the beginning of a new era, as the Royal Mint transitioned from the traditional designs that had been in place since decimalization in 1971 to a more modern look. Now, let's talk numbers. In 2008, over 700 million 1 penny coins were minted, making it one of the more common coins in circulation. However, there are a couple of interesting variants that could make your penny more valuable. First, there are 2 different reverse designs for the 2008 penny. While the majority feature the new shield design, a small number of coins were struck with the old portcullis design by mistake. If you happen to have one of these rare coins, you're in luck, as they are highly sought after by collectors. Additionally, the 2008 penny was minted in both circulation and proof versions. Proof coins, which are struck with a higher level of detail and a mirror-like finish, are generally worth more, especially if they are in pristine condition. So, what's your 2008 Elizabeth II penny worth? Finally, its market value is $45,000. For a standard circulation penny in good condition, you're looking at its face value of 1 penny. However, if you have a proof version, it could fetch anywhere from £2,000 to £5,000 depending on its condition. Now, if you're one of the lucky few who have a 2008 penny with the old portcullis design, your coin could be worth significantly more. These rare error coins can sell for anywhere between £5,000 and £10,000 or even more at auction, depending on their condition. While the 2008 Elizabeth II penny might make you rich overnight, it's a fascinating piece of British numismatic history. Whether it's the story of the design change or the thrill of finding a rare variant, this coin definitely adds an interesting twist to any collection. So, next time you're sorting through your spare change, take a closer look. You never know what you might find. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coins to explore the value of the Elizabeth II 1 penny from the year 2000. Could this humble coin be worth more than a penny? Stick around to find out. The Elizabeth II 1 penny coin from 2000 is a common coin in the UK, but like many coins, its value can vary depending on a few factors. Let's break down what makes some of these pennies more valuable than others. First, let's talk about the basics. The 2000 penny is made of copper-plated steel, weighing 3.56 grams with a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. On the obverse side, you'll see the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. The reverse features the iconic image of the crowned portcullis, which has been the emblem of the UK Parliament since 1971. What makes this penny worth more than its face value? There are a few key factors: rarity, condition, and any potential errors. In terms of rarity, the 2000 penny isn't particularly scarce, with over 1 billion minted. However, that doesn't mean it's impossible to find a valuable one. While most of these coins are only worth their face value, there are exceptions, especially when it comes to condition and errors. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, can be worth more to collectors. A penny in brilliant uncirculated condition, for example, could be worth up to £1, which is 100 times its face value. If you're lucky enough to have a coin graded as a mint state by a professional grading service, the value could be even higher. Now, here's where things get interesting. Error coins are a collector's dream. These are coins that have mistakes from the minting process, like misalignments, double strikes, or off-center images. An error on a 2000 penny can skyrocket its value. Some error pennies from this year have sold for upwards of £5,000, depending on the rarity and severity of the error. Before you rush off to check your change jar, here's a pro tip: always handle coins by the edges and keep them in a protective case if you think they might be valuable. This helps preserve their condition and, ultimately, their value. So, while the 2000 penny might seem like just another coin, it's a great reminder that even the smallest pieces of currency can hold hidden value. Finally, its market value is $51,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always keep an eye out for those rare gems. Today, we're zooming in on a coin you've probably seen 100 times, the Elizabeth II 1 penny from 2011. But here's the big question: could this everyday penny be worth more than its face value? Let's find out. First, a little background. The 1 penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II has been a staple of British currency for decades. The 2011 version is part of the UK's decimal coinage, introduced in 1971. On the obverse, we see the familiar profile of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, who is known for capturing the Queen's image on many UK coins since 1998. Flip the coin over, and we see the reverse, which features a segment of the Royal Shield of Arms. This design, created by Matthew Dent, was introduced in 2008 and spans across the 10,000p to 50,000p coins, forming the complete shield when placed together. Pretty cool, right? Now, let's talk numbers. In 2011, over 310 million 1 penny coins were minted. That's a massive number, which generally means that the coin isn't particularly rare. However, there are always exceptions when it comes to coin collecting. While the standard circulation pennies aren't rare, keep an eye out for coins with errors, like misprints or misalignments, or coins that were part of special sets. These can fetch a higher price among collectors. Alright, so what's the 2011 penny worth today? Well, if you've got a standard penny in circulated condition, it's generally worth its face value, 1 penny. But, if you have an uncirculated coin or one from a special mint set, the value can increase. These coins might fetch anywhere from 50,000p to thousands pounds, depending on their condition and demand. Remember, the value of coins can fluctuate based on market trends, so it's always a good idea to check recent auction sales or consult with a professional if you think you've got something special. If you're looking to add a 2011 penny to your collection, here are a few tips. Look for coins in pristine, uncirculated condition. These will hold their value better over time. Also, consider getting your coin graded by a professional service if you think it might be particularly valuable. This can make it easier to sell later on. So, is the 2011 Elizabeth II 1 penny worth more than a penny? Finally, its market value is $43,000. For most of us, it's a fun and historical piece of British currency. But if you've got an error coin or one in top-notch condition, you might just be holding onto something worth a bit more. Either way, it's always exciting to dig into the history and potential value of coins like these. Thanks for joining me on this coin adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips and values, and let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable penny in your collection? See you next time on Rare Coins All World.